What's up everyone, I'm CallumOnToast, and in today's video I'm going to be showcasing the second weekly subscriber challenge, and I want to say a massive thank you for the positive support on the first video for this new series. It seems like you guys are really enjoying it, and a lot more of you got involved this week as well. Last time we didn't quite have enough submissions for me to showcase a top 10, but this week I received 26 submissions, which is awesome to see. Now for anyone that missed it, the aim of this week's Just Can't Resist challenge is to throw as many resisted charge attacks as possible in a single battle, and the points you earn will depend on the type effectiveness of each move thrown. So as you can see on the right hand side of the screen, you will get 1 point for throwing a single resisted charge attack, 2 points for a double resisted attack, and 3 points for a triple resisted attack. You will also earn points regardless of whether the move is shielded or not, and you'll also get a bonus point for every resisted move you throw that KOs an opposing Pokemon. Now a win was required for the challenge, so there are unfortunately no bonus points for that. Also, I will be announcing next week's challenge at the end of this video, so make sure you stick around for that. But with that being said, let's just get into the question of the day. What other challenges would you like to see me host for this competition in the future? At the end of this video, you will see next week's challenge announced, and it's actually a challenge that was suggested to me in the comments of my previous video, so thank you for that suggestion. But I am still looking for more different challenges that I can run in the future, so let me know in the comment section down below. And with that being said, let's get into the battles now. Let's go into the first battle, leading Shadow Gengar into a Shiny Gengar. So a very cool mirror match. We're going to be safe swapping straight away into a Shadow Weavile and going straight for a triple axle. And of course, our moves are going to be super effective or neutral, so no points here, but we're going to boost up our attack as the opponent farms up a ton of energy. We're definitely going to shield, respect it, and they full send the focus blast before swapping into Wall Rain. Now this is great for us because obviously triple axle going to be double resisted here, but it gets us 2 points because it's double resisted, and we can fire off another triple axle straight away. Triple axle number 2 gets another 2 points, but unfortunately the opponent does not shield either of those moves. The opponent is going to go and full send the Earthquake there, taking out the Weavile. We're going to come back in with the Shadow Gengar, bank the energy, and swap into our Shadow Alolan Sandslash. The opponent goes for the Icicle Spear, which is double resisted there. Unfortunately, no points for the opponent, but we're going to go straight for an Ice Punch here. Ice Punch, again, double resisted, but it gets the KO there, so 1 extra bonus point as they come in with their final Pokemon, a Dragonite. Now, of course, we could go for Ice Punch, but that's not going to get us any score. Drill Run is double resisted. We get 2 more points there, and the opponent is going to fire off a Charge Move. They full send the Superpower. We're able to get the Powder Snow farm down. We come back in with the Gengar trying to reach a Sludge Bomb, but unfortunately not getting there in time, so we finish on 9 points. Into next battle, and we are going to see Morpeko in the lead. We're on Charm, so we're dealing huge damage. We're going to shield the first Charge Move as the opponent goes for a Psychic Fangs there before swapping into a Mana Buzz. So we're going straight for Leaf Blade. This is going to be single resisted, so we are going to get 1 point there before swapping into our own Morpeko. Now, of course, we farm up to the Aura Wheel, but we're going to bait with a Psychic Fangs here, giving us 2 points as that is, of course, double resisted up against the Dark typing. Now we're going to no shield as the opponent fires off an Aerial Ace there, and that Aura Wheel is going to be of the Dark typing, so this is still resisted damage here. Aura Wheel doesn't quite get the KO though, so we only get a +1 there. Honestly, 1 more damage and we could have got 2 points for the Aura Wheel there, but it doesn't matter. The opponent comes in with a Gastrodon, we swap back into Gallade, and unfortunately not going to reach a Charge Move, but the opponent does throw their energy. So Earth Power gets the KO. Don't really know why they didn't just settle for a Body Slam, but that's absolutely fine with us. The opponent going to fire off another Charge Move here. At this point, we're going to use our final shield as they full send the Earth Power once again. And now we're going for a Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb is going to be single resisted, but it gets the KO, so that's +2 points there. We get the farm down up against the Mana Buzz, and now we swap into Morpeko, going for a Psychic Fangs here. Psychic Fangs, double resisted, and it gets the KO, so +3 points, and once again finishing on a total points of 9. Into next battle, we see Shadow Crobat into Corviknight. So honestly, not too bad for us since we are, of course, going to be single resisting the Sand Attack damage. However, of course, all of our moves are going to be resisted, so usually that's pretty bad. But when we're trying to get points for throwing resisted moves, that's great because we go for a Cross Poison and we get 2 points there. We are going to shield the next charge move, as Ironhead would get us very low into farm down range. We're now going to farm up once again, farming up to nearly a Shadow Ball before going for the cross poison, getting bow shields from the opponent, getting another +2 points there, and again going for another cross poison, getting 2 more points. So already at 6 points here. We are going to no shield. The opponent goes for Ironhead. That doesn't quite take us out there, but that's okay. We're going to come in with a more Pekko in the Ultra League, and the opponent swaps and catches the charge move onto a Grumpig. We go straight for Aura Wheel there. Aura Wheel going to boost up our attack, and at this point we are going to overfarm by 1 Thunder Shock, fire off the Aura Wheel. Aura Wheel going to be super effective this time around, so no points there, but we will be double boosted. They come in with a Trevenant, and now Aura Wheel is going to be resisted in this matchup, but we're double boosted, so it still does big damage, and we get a point as well for the resisted attack. At this point, going to wait for the opponent to throw their energy, and then eventually just let the move go through, come in with the Beware here, and hopefully we can land a superpower, and we will be able to do so. Of course, we didn't need to throw this. We could have just gone for the Shadow Claw farm down, but might as well, as this is going to be enough damage to get the KO. So that's +3 points for a double resisted move and taking out the Trevenant. And at this one, we're going to shield this up. We've got no more resisted attacks to throw, so unfortunately we're going to be ending this game on 10 points. But to make sure we get the win, we're firing off the payback, taking out the Corviknight, and we're able to take that game. Into the next battle, we're going to see a Malamar into a Togekiss, so not great for us. We're going to stay in anyways, and we are running Hyper Beam here, so we are going to farm up, not quite at the Hyper Beam, but we still grab a shield with the Foul Play anyways, before swapping into a Galvantula. Now the opponent comes in with a Charizard. We could be on discharge, but we're going for the Lunge. Lunge gets 2 points there, as it is double resisted, but now we actually need to deal some damage, so we're going for a Cross Poison. Cross Poison does respectable damage there, but they can go for a Fire Spin farm down. We come back in with a Giratina here. We are going to no shield as the opponent fires off the charge move. Again, gonna no shield this, and then possibly commit to a full Shadow Claw farm down there, but the opponent swaps back into their Togekiss. So we can go straight for Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw double resisted, so 2 points there. We're now going to shield from this Togekiss as the opponent goes for a Dazzling Gleam, possibly, I can't really tell. But either way, we go for another Dragon Claw here. Dragon Claw again, another 2 points. We then swap into Malamar, get the farm down there with the Sidewave damage, and they've got a second Fairy type in Floriges. This time we just need the damage. We go for Hyper Beam, dealing huge damage there, and that should put them into range where we can get a KO with a Dragon Claw. So of course, I'm going to shield the charge move here as I go for the Psychic, maybe that was? I can't really tell. But either way, doesn't really matter. We go for Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw double resisted, plus it gets the KO, so +3 points, ending the battle with 10 points. Now into the next battle, we can see Giratina into Armarouge. So we are going to stay in this matchup, of course. Very good matchup for us. The opponent eventually swaps into a Revavroom. So, of course, Dragon Claw going to be single resisted here. We fire off the first one, and we get a point there. We're going to go and fire off a second Dragon Claw straight away. Dragon Claw number 2, going to get us to 2 points there. And again, we can fire off another Dragon Claw. Honestly, nothing they throw should be threatening. So we're going to no shield. They go for an Acid Spray. We're now going for Dragon Claw number 3. Dragon Claw is going to be shielded by the opponent. We can then come in with a Alolan Muck, and at this point I'm seeing we have got Acid Spray, so that is going to be triple resisted by the Steel and Poison typing. We go for the Acid Spray here, and it's also shielded, which is huge for us. Of course, that's +3 for the triple resisted move. The opponent comes back in with the Armarouge. We're going to shield this up. We are going to shield up a Side Shock and then fire off a Dark Pulse here. Dark Pulse is super effective. It gets the KO there up against the Armarouge, and let's see, the opponent comes in with a 2 cannon, which is very interesting. We swap into Giratina just to go for a double resisted Shadow Sneak. Shadow Sneak gonna be another 2 points there for the Giratina, and at this point we're going to no shield. The opponent fires off a Drill Peck, doesn't quite get the KO. They swap back into Revavroom, and instead of throwing a charge move, this is really smart. We don't throw a move at all. We could have got maybe 1 point or 2 points there for the resisted Dragon Claw, but instead we come in with our Alolan Muck, able to reach a triple resisted Acid Spray and get the KO there. So the first +4 of this video, and at this point we can commit to a Dark Pulse up against 2 cannon. Dark Pulse gets the KO there, and we're able to finish off the battle with 12 points. Now into the next battle, we're going to see a Sylveon into Venusaur. So we are going to stay in this matchup initially. We are going to overfarm and actually swap and catch the charge move onto Giratina. The opponent fires off the Sludge Bomb there before swapping into a Charm Primarina. So, of course, we are going to be going for Dragon Claws in this matchup. Double resisted damage. Going to be getting 2 points each time we throw it. So, the first one gets us 2 points there. Only going to reach a second Dragon Claw before going down. But Dragon Claw number 2 gets us to 4 points overall. At this point, we come in with the Roserade. We are going to resist everything they throw here, but we're going to shield anyways. We're now going to overfarm, and we should put them into range, but we can go for a resisted Weather Ball, which is great for us because it's single resisted. It gets us 1 point, but we get a bonus point for the KO before they come back in with a Venusaur. Now we're going straight for the grass move here. We're going for Grass Knot, getting 2 points for the double resisted move before swapping back into Sylveon, firing off a single resisted Dazzling Gleam, getting 1 more point there as well. We are going to no shield. Sludge Bomb doesn't quite take us out there, and we're able to reach a Side Shock. Now, Side Shock is super effective damage. From this range, it would get the KO, so the opponent used their final shield, which is absolutely fine with us. We can come back in with the Roserade, shield up the Charge Reef as they go for a double resisted Frenzy Plant bait there, but it doesn't matter. We can overfarm, throw on the CMP tie, winning CMP, going for Grass Knot, getting the KO, and getting 3 points there, as their final Pokemon is going to be a Swampert, so we kind of need to get the win here. We're going straight for Grass Knot, but we will finish the battle on 12 points. So, going into the next battle, we're going to see Morpeko into Toxapex. So, we're going to swap straight away as we can't deal any resisted damage there into our Jellicent, and we're going straight for a Surf. So, Surf is, of course, single resisted damage. The opponent actually shields that up there, which is really interesting, considering they've already seen we are running Morpeko. But either way, we go for a second Surf, and getting both shields instantly. What the heck is the opponent doing here? Either way, it doesn't really matter. We don't get any more points for throwing the resist move and having it shielded. So, either way, we've got 2 points so far. I'm going to go for another Surf here. Surf number 3 gets another point for us, and at this point we are going to reach another Surf here. So Jellicent only throwing single resisted moves, but already on 4 points. The opponent gonna fire for Charge Move of their own, and the opponent goes for their own resisted move in an Ice Beam, which means we can actually reach a 5th Surf here up against the Azumarill. Surf number 5 gets us another +1 there before the opponent finally takes us out with another Charge Move. At this point, Ice Beam will be getting the KO. We can come in with the Morpeko, commit to a Thundershock, farm down. The opponent then comes back in with the Toxapex. So are they like triple water here? I don't really know. Either way, they fire off the Sludge Wave. We come in with our Blastoise, and we are going straight for Hydro Cannon. Again, another +1 here, as this is single resisted damage. And the opponent is going to fire off another Charge Beef here. Blastoise, fairly bulky, so can a no shield. They go for the Sludge Wave there before swapping into a Sableye, and we're on Skull Bash. So Skull Bash up against a Ghost-type Pokemon is double resisted. It does +2 there to the points. And we are going to come back in with the Morpeko, and again, going for the double resisted Charge Attack here. Psychic Fangs is going to get us another 2 points there. The opponent fires off the Charge Beef on the CMP tie, which they lose. We're going to shield this. They full send a return, so actually not on Dazzling Gleam here, and now we can go for another Psychic Fangs, double resisted again, 2 more points. We can commit to a full Thundershock farm down, coming out 1 away from the Aura Wheel. They come back in with the Toxapex. Of course, this is super effective damage, so it takes out the Toxapex, and again we finish on 12 points. Into the next battle, we're going to see Blastoise into Obstagoon. So unfortunately, no resisted damage to throw here, but we're going to stay in anyways. And let's just see what we can do. Of course, we're going to no-shield the first charge move as the opponent goes for a Night Slash there, not doing too much damage. We can go straight for the Hydro Cannon. We throw on CMP, actually, so we're going to lose CMP, but we can outpace them to the next charge move as it does only take 3 rollouts to reach a second Hydro Cannon. We get both shields from the opponent, which is really nice. And at this point, we're going to let the Blastoise go down. The opponent fires off the Night Slash. We can come in with our Primeape, and the opponent swaps into a Gastrodon. So we swap out straight away into our Guzzlord. And again, we've got Sludge Bomb for coverage, but it's actually going to be helpful for us because it's going to be resisted damage. We're going to go and throw on the CMP tie, unfortunately, losing CMP once again. But either way, Body Slam does not take us out. We can fire off the Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb, not going to do too much damage there. So +1, we finally get some points in. You might be thinking, how on earth did this battle score more than the previous battles? Well, now it's about to get crazy as the opponent is going to come in with their final Pokemon, Morpeko, but then swap and catch a triple resisted Rage Fist onto their Obstagoon. So that's +3 points straight away. We can fire off another Rage Fist here. Rage Fist number 2, another 3 points, and we reach another one, and this is going to be actually enough damage now to get the KO. So plus 4 points there. Primeape absolutely like stat padding up against that Obstagoon there. And now we can of course reach another Rage Fist to take out the Morpeko. And Rage Fist, single resisted here, going to be plus 2 points for the KO. And we finish on 13 points. Now into the next battle, we are going to see Roserade into Venusaur. So of course, Roserade does have Fire Weather Ball, but we've also got Leaf Storm here, I believe this is. Last time it was Grass Knot, but I believe this is going to be a Leaf Storm. But either way, we go for the Weather Ball first time around. We're going to throw on CMP, and the opponent is going to fire off a Sludge Bomb, dealing respectable damage. But at this point, we're going to go and fire off a Leaf Storm here. Leaf Storm is going to be double resisted, so it grabs a shield there, and we're able to get 2 points as well. The opponent fires off another Sludge Bomb. At this point, even though we are double debuffed in our attack from that Leaf Storm, it doesn't matter. Double debuffed, Leaf Storm still gets the KO, so that is double resisted plus the KO. That's 3 more points. They then come in with a Incineroar here, so we're going to no-shield the first move as they go for a Blast Burn, and not even farming up to the Fairy move here, going straight for Side Shock, 2 points there as it is double resisted, and we're going to go and reach another Side Shock here before the opponent can throw their energy. So Side Shock, number 2, 2 more points there, and we're already on 9 points. At this point, I'm going to let the Sylveon go down here, going to come in with our Greninja here, and the opponent swaps into their own Greninja, so we can only throw resisted moves here, but also only take resisted damage in return. So another point there for the Night Sash. We're then going to swap, make the catch onto our Roserade. Of course, Roserade pretty useless at this point anyways. We're going to come back in with the Greninja, go straight for Night Sash again. Night Sash again going to be getting another point there up against this Greninja. We're already on 11 points. So the opponent going to go and fire off another Charge Move here. We are going to overfarm, fire off the Hydro Cannon. Hydro Cannon from this range probably will get the KO. So we grab the final shield, another point there. And at this point, we are going to no-shield this as the opponent goes for the Night Sash, not dealing too much damage. They swap back into Incineroar, and this time we're actually not going to go and fire off a Night Sash, instead committing to the super effective move, getting the KO there. But that's absolutely okay because we can go for a resisted Night Sash here. Night Sash is going to get the KO, so 2 more points there, finishing on a total of 14 points. We're going into the final battle of this video, leading Galarian Weezing into Melmetal. Now, this is actually a fairly okay matchup for us here, just because we do have the threat of like an overheat to maybe grab shields here whilst we go for a bait with the Sludge. Sludge is double resisted, so 2 points right off the bat. We are going to shield the first charge move here. The opponent going to go for a Rock Slide there, so not really clear what their secondary move is going to be. Maybe Superpower. We're going to no-shield the next move. It's just another Rock Slide, and again, we can go for Sludge. Sludge going to be double resisted. It gets us 2 more points there, and again we can still no shield this and come out with maybe back-to-back Sludges before they do farm us down. So we go for Sludge number 3, and again another 2 points here up against this Melmetal, and they swap into a Sizzle, so that's still going to be double resisted here. So Sludge again, 2 more points before we swap into a Fury Gutter Galvantula. At this point, we're going to no-shield. The opponent goes for a Night Sash, which is fine with us. We're going to fire off the Lunge here, as of course this is resisted damage. So Lunge gets us 1 more point there up against the Sizzle. And at this point, we've debuffed their attack as well, so we don't need to shield this. The opponent goes for the Night Sash there, but that's absolutely okay. We can reach another Lunge, and from this range, even though it's resisted damage, Lunge gets the KO, so 2 more points there, as their final Pokemon is going to be a Swampert. Now, the opponent swaps, catches the charge move, but that's even better for us, because Leaf Blade gets us another point there, and of course, a Leaf Blade will be enough damage to take out the Melmetal at this point. The opponent fires off the Rock Slide there. Fine with us. We can farm up 2 back-to-back charge moves. Fire off the Leaf Blade here. Leaf Blade is going to be no-shielded by the opponent. That gets us another 2 points. And of course, we've only got resisted moves on our back Pokemon. So we go for Leaf Blade, grab the final shield, and let's see, can we actually swap out and reach a Sludge on our Weezing? We're going to try, but unfortunately, the opponent throws their energy straight away. So the opponent goes for Hydro Cannon, getting the KO there. Of course, Galvantula not going to reach another charge move, so might as well just go for the Leaf Blade straight away. Leaf Blade takes out the Swampert, and again finishing on a total of 14 points. So on screen right now, we got the final standings for this challenge, so congrats to all 10 trainers for making it into the video, but a very special congratulations to the podium positions here. We got 3rd place, Debonark on 13 points, very respectable, just barely missing out on the top spot. And then of course, in equal 1st place, we've got Pazupath and PL90, both on 14 points. Now I can also announce next week's challenge, the CMP Priority Challenge. The aim of this challenge is to win CMP or CAP, Charge Attack Priority, as many times as possible in a single battle. You will earn 1 point for every CMP tie that you win, but you will also lose 1 point for every CMP tie that you lose. You will earn 1 bonus point for each time you KO an opposing Pokemon during a CMP tie that you've won, and you'll also get 2 bonus points for a win, 1 bonus point for a tie, and no bonus points for a loss. Now, if you think any adjustments need to be made to the scoring system for next week's challenge, please let me know in the comments ASAP, as I'm open to making changes based on your feedback, but you need to be quick as I'll be officially announcing the challenge in a community post tomorrow. So that's going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please make sure you leave a like, leave a comment letting me know, and as well, don't forget to respond to the question of the day if you haven't done so already. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you want to take your support even further, you can now become a channel member with perks including early access to new videos, shoutouts at the end of each video, custom loyalty badges, and custom emojis to use in the comments. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that has already become a channel member. Your support is greatly appreciated. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.